Tiny went on an adventure.
I did.
Tiny went on an adventure. Tiny,
did.
tell them about your adventure.
So, you know how we went to Murfreesboro that time?
We did that one time, I remember.
Yeah, I went to Murfreesboro again because one of the places we went to has mystery boxes. It's called Outer Limits. Well, I heard from another friend that they had larger style mystery boxes. And so I went and got some mystery boxes, and I got one for my friend.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, you open yours first.
I'm excited to open the mystery box because last time we opened these mystery boxes, we got a plethora of cool things.
We did.
You also got me a cool pin for my hat.
I did.
What did it say again? I've
Live,
got it on
laugh, toaster bath.
Live, laugh, toaster bath, and it's got a wet toaster on
Yeah.
it. I immediately put it on my hat.
Yeah, it was one of those that I seen it made me chuckle, and I was like, please, God, let there be two. And then there were two.
My other hat is the Kool-Aid Man. It says, let's start a cult. Oh, it's such a good one. So let's see. Fat belly knife. Got to go through the tape. Okay, let's see what we got inside of this mystery box.
Yeah.
Oh, I love mystery boxes.
They had a couple of, they started doing more theme mystery boxes too. One was classic Playboy, which obviously I didn't get one of those. What you get?
I got D&D shit.
Hell yeah.
I got D&D shit.
Hell yeah.
I got a little chibi version of Tiamat and the Beholder.
That's cool as shit. That's awesome.
Here, hold on that shit. Hold on that shit. That might end up on this table.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Okay, let's see if I got any stakers. Nope, that might be
Why are they called Smashies?
that might be a rare find
Are they squishy?
because I don't know. Take them out. Take them out. Figure it out with it. Because I've got some comic books. Because the last one we had, they had stickers and all sorts of stuff in there, but that's got just that. So that might be a special. Let's find out
Okay.
if they're textured.
Honestly,
Oh my lord! Oh,
Bro.
Tiny!
like
Don't tell me they're like the Region's pig.
they are so much better than the Regent's pig.
Throw me one.
They are so much better than the Regent's pig.
Oh, dude!
Dude,
This is the coolest thing
so
ever.
awesome. It's so much better. Like I love Fidget Pig, and I don't know where you've gone,
Fidget Pig went to Table Beyond.
but I still love you. But come on,
I'll keep Beholder.
that
This is dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Here, let's set them out there. Oh, is that Tiamat?
it is Tiamat.
What's that with all the different dragons on his?
Yeah, she's got all the chromatic colors.
That's neat.
Yeah, see, two over here, two on this side.
Let me squish that one too. Oh man,
Yeah.
these are such good squishes.
They are very, very good.
All right,
squishes.
there's your squish back.
All right.
I'm gonna set my squish over here because
Okay.
I'm gonna need to squish that every now and then.
Oh yeah, it's just very pleasant.
I just abstained
It's
from the
very
squishing.
pleasant to besquish.
Squish the beholder. All right, let's see, because I also got some comic books in here. Let me see what comic books I got in here.
Oh, I missed.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
I was trying to get it in the box. I thought I
gonna
could.
get it back in the box so I can
I
keep
thought I could
everything
Kobe.
all fresh and tidy. Well, in one way, never mind.
There we go. I want to be a baller.
Okay, here we go. I got a comic book. It is the Flash trapped in the Speed Force
Ooh.
within the madness of Turbine. Okay, this is the new 52. This is issue number 8 in the series. Okay, this is the Man of Steel first issue.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Weekly Superman event starts here. Man of Steel. Neat. The
The art on that was cool.
new Avengers. That's neat. This is the new Avengers number. Does it say? It's a direct edition, rated A. I don't know. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That's a neat.
Yeah, I like that.
That's definitely an older comic, especially since you look at the back of it for the advertisement.
Yeah.
That's Jessica Alba, Fantastic Four.
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, this is about 20-year-old.
It's a classic.
And then you got Supergirl. Ooh, neato. This is from August 2008. Does Jor-El hold the key to the past?
Oh hell yeah.
Autobots.
Roll out.
Cool. That's awesome. Thanks, Tiny Fred.
You're welcome.
Tiny for short.
Yep. So, like I was saying, they had like theme boxes.
Okay, so you got the mystery box is what I just received. This is a theme box.
Okay, this one's not a theme, but they had ones like classic Playboys. They had like Funko mystery boxes, comic mystery boxes. This was called the premium mystery box.
Oh no,
Which, I mean, just the box itself is like a $15 box.
that's a good box.
Yeah, and still, how's your comics?
Mm-hmm.
And I was told they would be one price. They turned out to be half of that price. I still spent the one price. The first thing is
Booster Gold.
Booster Gold, and he actually looks cool.
Yeah, he's got too many joints.
Yeah.
Look at how many joints
He's
he
got
has.
so many joints.
Kids don't understand.
Wrists.
We didn't have jointed toys back when it was like sometimes
if you
they
were lucky, the arms and legs moved at the main joint.
Like this, if the knee moved, it was like, why is this necessary? What have you done? Now it won't stand straight up on my shelf.
Okay, there's also Godzilla collection.
Oh no, it's a mystery box Godzilla. You don't know which one it is till you open it.
I don't.
Oh, this is a mystery box inside of a mystery box. It's a mystery box.
It's a mysteryception.
It's a mysteryception. Oh.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have opened it. I'm just kidding.
No. This is who.
No. We're opening it.
We should have looked at the value of it beforehand, but we just talked about Godzilla last week. I mean, so we.
Okay, this is.
Who'd that be? Who'd that be?
I don't know. I can't read it.
Oh, is it in Japanese?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just open it up all the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna, because you got to attach his tail.
Yeah, you got to figure out what it actually looks like, because we just discussed a lot of them last week.
He kind of looks like an iguana.
And Black Flag Productions decided it was going to, like, make sure that we saw all of the different... Oh, you can do it. Come on, buddy.
Well, it's like tapered. Hold on. Does it curl up or curl down? That's the thing.
Is it a
curls
Godzilla?
up.
Or is it like a...
It's not Godzilla. Well, no. It is Godzilla.
Is it Godzilla or not?
It is. It's just an older style Godzilla.
Oh, okay. It's an era Godzilla.
Yeah.
So I didn't know we were in the era stage of Godzilla. Era. What? No.
This is so hard to get it in there.
Ooh, the audio listeners are going to have a great time understanding what's happening right now. Tiny is trying to put in a nice little tail on a plastic dinosaur Godzilla.
It has such an aggressive taper.
And he has to apply the tail into the dinosaur.
It's in, and it will never come out.
Okay, so that actually is
that. The box is really cool, too.
That's cool. It's got him in like a roar position.
It does.
Neat.
There's so much stuff in here.
It seems like that box is like Herbie fully loaded.
Okay, we also have Jenica from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is that the female that has the...
One of them, it's like the yellow bandana one?
Yeah, that's the female. That's the female one that's in canon.
Well, there was... Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Venus didn't... I don't think Venus got canonized.
She might not have. But yeah,
that's the one that is canon.
Then there's...
another action figure?
Yeah.
This is a dope action figure.
Is this Superman?
Yeah.
But Ghosts of Krypton, so it's got a comic in the back, I think.
Dude, that is an
Dude,
epic...
he is cool.
Let me see that.
Like,
I have to touch
typically
that.
not a Superman boy.
I have to touch
but
this.
That's super cool.
I have to touch this. Oh my god. This is like...
Well, yeah, there's another mystery.
This is combining like Superman and like... Oh god, what was it? Evil Dead. It looks like Evil Dead and Superman combined.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
This is cool.
There's a He-Man vinyl sticker riding. I can't remember the tiger thing's name.
Oh man, I forget it too.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that.
We're no good. What are we good for?
Yeah, well, we can't know everything. There's another mystery box, or mystery bag in there. This is King Kong of Skull Island.
Oh, I love both of those things. Godzilla and King Kong. Oh, I'm gonna look at Godzilla.
I have no idea how to open this. Oh yeah, here you go. Can I see your Kniffy? Because there is no like tear from here spot. But there is a nice piece of cardboard, so I know nowhere not to cut.
I don't know what era of what Godzilla this is, but this has got a big old fat prego tail, and it's got like no arms, a wiener chest and a rib cage neck.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the older ones, just based on how the packaging looks.
Yeah.
Because the packaging's got some of the older classic ones, like from the Hensei era, on it.
Okay.
Because like, if you look at the box,
I'll look at the box.
that's why I think it's one of the older style ones.
I'll look at these. Look at the box pictures here.
Oh, I got Kong, and he's a keychain.
Oh my!
So
That's really cool.
yeah, he's Robert,
Robert.
and it comes with a nifty like folded piece of cardboard in the pouch.
Okay, he was that's from 2017. I'm gonna figure that out.
I got a pin. This is Free Comic Book Day, May 4th, 2024. Comics are for everyone.
Neat.
That one, okay. They're like, clearly they had a bunch of those. Let's see. There's like a Pocket Pop keychain. It's a Dragon's Balls. It's Pan.
Oh, that's good. Of course, it's gonna be. And it's Dragon Ball GT Pan, which is arguably one of the coolest and dumbest pans. But Pan is Goku's granddaughter.
Oh, I love this one. Okay. So, upon my right arm is the Gadsden flag. You know, don't tread on me. What I don't know what this is from. Let me see if it's printed on the back. I don't know. I assume maybe anime or something. But it's basically that, but a robot, and it says no disassemble.
Oh no, that's I think that's off of the maybe Lies of P.
I don't know, but that might be going on the back of my new laptop.
Oh no, that's Johnny Five.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Johnny
okay.
Five. No disassemble.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Do the gifts keep coming?
Oh, there's more.
And they don't stop
I'm almost
coming?
to the comic books. There's a big dice bag. It's a D&D themed dice bag.
There should be no way that you'll ever have to wonder where your dice are located now.
Oh, I don't wonder. I know. And then we've got Batman Detective Comics.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's a Wonder Woman
That's just
84
what I said.
advertisement on the back of that one.
Yep. And then I got Metal Speed Metal, which looks like they do like the metal run.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's like Flash.
Oh, neato.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the artwork on that.
Neato Petito.
Okay, so we'll put the things back in this box
Okay.
because we got to move it for the other box.
Okay, I'll keep a couple things out here on this table just to
Like the Superman.
to investigate.
Yeah,
Because
here we'll set that out too.
because
Big Red Angie will probably want to try to buy the Superman.
that's like if Superman and Todd McFarlane like had a baby.
Oh yeah, that's super cool.
I want to look that up and find out more about that figure and that comic book run because just based off that just like off of that action figure, holy shit! There's another one.
There's another one because I spent the full price.
Oh boy, this isn't.
This one
exciting.
feels heavier. Oh, okay.
Okay. It's just one bowling ball.
No. So we have Masters of the Universe, Revolution, Skeletor.
You got fucking
I got fucking
Skeletor,
Skeletor.
dude.
He's a cool looking Skeletor.
That's awesome.
I got so many action figures, bro.
Oh man, that's so cool. I bet it does stuff. Let's open it.
I got Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer.
Hold on. Tanjiro? That's so cool.
I mean, it's an anime.
No, yeah, he's the main character. Yeah, he's the main character of the anime.
I've never seen it.
Demon Slayer is arguably one of the most expensive animes that are made
Oh, okay. Cool.
from one of the best anime studios that are around. You got fucking Skeletor and a dope Superman and a Ninja Turtle that you didn't know existed.
Yep. And a Iron Man, like, little statue.
Oh, is that a cast statue?
I can't really tell.
Is that because that's still, regardless though, that's a cool ass statue to have.
Yeah, it is. He's like mid run, and it's like the classic comic look Iron Man.
That is a very
This is D Stage 85.
That is a very cool. I bet this thing alone retails for like $40-$50.
That was definitely supposed to be the big thing in the box.
Oh man.
There's another Godzilla mystery box.
Oh, crack it open and hope it's the one with arms.
Should we? Maybe we shouldn't open this one.
Yeah, open it. Why not?
It's a different Godzilla. This one's completely assembled. Oh, yeah. This is more like the Godzilla we know and love.
Oh, man. That's a dope Godzilla. That's like the good Roar Godzilla. This one, I have no idea the lore
I feel
of
like
this
that's
Godzilla.
probably not actually a Godzilla. We're going to have to, like, Google Translate that picture to know what that one is.
Okay, I could probably figure it out. Hey, Siri. Will you... Never mind. It won't do it for me because I asked it not to listen to me right now.
Right.
Of all times.
Another King Kong.
Oh, crack it!
I gotta figure out where I put your Kanife.
How do you lose that thing? It's a... I
I set it over on the other
was
box.
about to say it's a folding sword.
I set it over here so it didn't fall off and rack me in the boys.
Well, I said it. I had it. I brought in a folding sword just because I figured it'd be easier to... Is that the captain?
It's the captain.
I'm your captain.
Little rubber
I'm
cookie
your
keychain guy.
captain. Return me my ship. That's a song by Grand Funk Railroad.
We got Pan again.
Oh, dadgummit. We got the pan draw.
Yep. Same He-Man sticker.
Those are good stickers.
They are. They're really cool stickers. And then we got some comics.
Comics. That's a cool thing.
That's the bottom of the box. So the first one is a Captain Marvel variant cover. Got that.
Cool.
Then it's got like a profile shot of her.
Oh, hold on. Let me see that. Let me see that. Dope. Okay.
And then we got a variant artwork Wonder Woman 84.
That's
Speed Metal. Oh, that's the advertisement.
Yeah.
There's Speed Metal.
the same one you got from before.
It is.
That's cool.
Then another Batman, one more again.
Same one.
Yeah. And then a variant art cover Fantastic Four.
Now that's a dope Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it is.
I love
It's
me
got
some good.
Thing.
Love me some good Ben Graham.
Thing is awesome.
In the new Fantastic Four, I've seen some snippets from different parts of the movie, like where they just had little picture snippets.
Yeah.
And he actually grows a beard.
Oh, well, that'd be interesting. Is it like a rock beard?
Yes,
That's cool.
because he had one in the comic books a few times, but they never really talked about it a lot. But in a few different issues of the comics, he ended up having like a rock stash. He had a rock beard.
Huh.
So
Well, that's neat.
and he has to keep it chiseled off, otherwise
Right.
he can't stay clean rocking.
Exactly.
Hey Ben, you're not looking very clean chiseled today. Yeah, this is neat. I'm curious about this little Iron Man. Let's look this up.
Yeah.
Let's look this up.
Let's look that up in the Superman.
You give the Superman a whirl real quick. I don't know why I'm not using.
I cannot reach the Superman, and plus my phone's over there.
Okay, let's see. It's called a D stage. I hope I don't accidentally look up something government related.
Please.
085 statue.
That's at 84.
85.
Oh, okay.
Dope. Hell yeah. Just right out the gate, it's $30.
Nice.
Right out the gate, $30.
Heck yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Let's see what the Masters of the Universe old buddy there is.
Yeah, Skeletor, that's a cool looking Skeletor.
This is neat. This is like better than Pokemon card pools because there's a variety of stuff in here that's worth a variety of different things, and also you can decide what you want to pick and choose and keep. Like we got little squeezies.
We do.
These squeezies are so awesome.
They're such a nice squish.
And this was like the $15 box or something. This is this is cool.
I'd pay $15 just for the squeezies.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't know how much they cost in store. I don't know how much they.
I mean, it's literally Wizards of the Cost.
Oh yeah, I forgot
So-
about that. Yeah, they expensive brothers and sisters over there. Let me hand you this Superman for you to look it up, Tiny for long.
All right.
Oh wait, take that, reverse it, Tiny for short. Yeah, a lot of riching going on in this video today. We're not even on my OnlyFans.
I know. Coming soon.
Ew, spell it correctly.
Or don't.
And it's up to you.
Superman. I don't even know what to call this. Ghosts of Krypton?
You want me to give it a whirl?
You might have to Google Lens it because it just says, back here it says Ghost of Krypton.
I've got it. Let me try it.
Yeah. Yeah, Google Lens will probably work the best.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna guess that this is like.
Actually, no, I could probably figure it out.
I'm just gonna guess based on the weight and look of them and the detail. I'm gonna say like $40.
Just based off of material cost.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's
On
a $40.
on material cost alone.
Yeah, and plus it does have the comic in the back.
Hmm. Let's see what we got
The
running
comic
here.
is 1 of 4.
Okay. Oh, here it is. That specific one. Ooh, opened at $25.99.
Heck yeah.
Like with no box. Let's see if I can find one in box. I'm not really seeing any first pagers with box here. Hold on. First pager with box. Let's see what it got here. That's from McFarlane Toys.
Oh heck yeah.
I was right. The same folks that do the Spawn shit.
Yeah,
That makes sense
do
based
good
off the
Spawn
look.
shit.
That makes sense based off the look. Okay, let's see what that's running at. Okay, this runs at an average price. Okay, average is ranging $26.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got here? That's of the mentionings that looks like we might need to check.
Janica.
Ninja Turtle. That's from a Nickelodeon reign of Ninja Turtles too. How do I spell that?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Jennika. Jenica.
Jenica action figure.
She's got more than one head.
Let me see which edition action figure that is if you don't care.
There you go.
Okay. Matching up this box here, BST edition, $26.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I mean, you got the money out of it in just an action figures.
Okay, one more here with the action of the figures here, and that's Masters of the Universe Revolution Skeletor.
I thought we already looked up Skeletor, or did we just like go ooh ah?
Yeah, we just oodawed.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, because you got to be specific with this, because there's a lot of Masters of the Universe toys from several generations.
Oh yeah.
It's Revolutions. Skeletor action figure. Let's see what we ran up here. Let me see if it's got the front and the back and the things. Because there's a bunch of different ones. Daggum. Who would have thought? I'm not seeing this exact box either.
I mean, it's definitely one of the newer ones.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just...
I mean, just based off the others, it's probably $20-$30.
Yeah, I'm just saying, though, it's still neat that I'm having to look extra rather than it being like, boom, there it is.
That's true.
From 17 different people. Because I don't know anything about these toys these days and all these young whippersnappers, what they're getting into. Tiny, you might have to look it up. Because I can't find anything.
What was he called? Skeletor what?
This is the Skeletor Evil Lord of Destruction. This is from Mattel. Yeah, it's a neat one. It's also, it's from the Netflix series, so you'd think that there'd be toys more available for it, like just be burping around. Yeah, that's odd to find new toys without. Here it is. Oh, wow. $25.
Yep.
Neat. Neat. Yeah, let's see what it sold for brand new at Walmart before they stopped selling them. $18. Before they stopped selling them.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely get your money out of the box.
That's cool, though. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even the little pans are like $6.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, these boxes are like $15. And, you know, it's also the experience because it's just fun to open shit like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to take a picture real quick of this Godzilla just so we can figure out who this Godzilla is, because it's aggravating me pretty severely.
Yeah,
To not know who this stupid creature is.
because part of me goes, it has to be a Godzilla
Has to be.
because it's got the spines, but they're not as big.
Yeah.
But he's got way shorter appendages.
Yeah, he's got no appendages. And also trying to get this thing focused is a task that I was not ready for, to be honest.
Was you not able to translate the back of the box?
No, why would I try to translate the back of the box? Who do you think I am?
Well, no, I mean, like,
I've watched a lot of anime, but I can't do that.
no, like with Google.
Oh, why'd I have the flash on? That's going to ruin the video. Hey, it made it a very high-def photo of my ankle. I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
Okay, now I've got to what I need to get to upload it into Google. So, do. I'm so close. Ooh, I'm so close. Okay, he is Shokugan from Shin Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
He's Godzilla's second form from Shin Godzilla.
Gotcha.
Okay. Why don't I remember this second form from Shin Godzilla?
I mean, when was the last time you watched Shin Godzilla?
I don't remember ever watching Shin Godzilla. Was that not?
That was an exclusive, like, Japanese released version.
Yeah.
Because you had to watch that in subtitles.
Because I watched Godzilla -1
Right.
on the Netflix, but that was not this one. Okay, cool. Yeah. Those little things are worth a couple of doll hairs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a couple doll hairs.
Right.
You know. It was just letting me know what it was. Huh. All right, now we know. I like that Godzilla better over there.
Way better.
That's the boy we all know.
It's the classic boy.
Like that's the one that's coming marching down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that it's going to be like they're going to tell you about Godzilla before their mouths stop moving.
Exactly.
The words have stopped.
I mean, this is literally Gojira.
That is good.
It's Gojira.
Yeah. Oh no, here comes Tokyo. Oh no, there's the theme song. Hi everyone, I'm Austin Shazam. Pfeiffer.
And I'm Austin Tiny Zent, the guy over here.
The guy over here?
Yeah, over here.
Over there.
Over here.
On that side of the room.
Yep, on this side.
On Nerd It to the Grapevine, the podcast where your best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture. Today, we're coming at you with a table full of toys and hearts full of joy to talk to you about Henry Cavill. Now, Tynifred,
Yes.
tell me about some Henry Cavill. What do you Henry? He seems like in an offhanded way, like he could very easily just hang out with us.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a super nerd too, you know.
And I don't want to have that like weird Hollywood illusion that like, oh my gosh, she's secretly in love with me. I've got to go talk to her about it. I know that she's talking to me through her songs. It's not one of those things. It's just like through common interests and through things that we would be able to go and do.
Exactly.
Like there's commonalities.
Yeah, like he's a huge Warhammer guy. Like loves Warhammer.
Yes.
You know, he loves a lot of nerdy things. Loves The Witcher. You know, he's just all around like down to earth, just nerdy boy.
And if he likes good, he likes some
He
good.
also happens to be like a huge famous actor.
He has a huge famous actor. That's true. I mean, but
I mean, he plays a superhero.
he played
He
one of
plays
them,
one of the superheroes that ever was.
one of the superheroes of all time.
Yeah, not the greatest one. He was never Batman.
Yeah, he plays one of the superheroes of all time, The Witcher. Oh, that's not who you're talking about either. You're talking about Superman.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like his first or second role. Like he was doing movies back like in like 2003.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Because he's a little bit older than us, but
yeah,
not
but
that much older
he's
than
a
us.
relatively like new face
Like
in acting.
he is 6 years older than me. So that means he is what? Are you 1 year or 2 years older than I am?
One.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were like 40.
I'm 37. Stop saying that. You're gonna get your like. It's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna tell you what, but it's gonna hurt.
What? It happens. I just tell people I'm 40 sometimes just so they don't ask questions. Why don't you start doing that? It's what we can do now. Nobody cares.
I don't like it.
I identify as 40.
Well, that's fine for you.
You
I don't like to like move myself closer to death by saying that.
I'm not. I'm just accepting 40 before it happens.
40 won't bother me when it's there.
Are you, are you
I
sure?
don't like to call myself older.
Let's see. I don't. It's not like an illusion of grandeur to think that Henry Cavill would be like. And this is kind of a rumor, but not kind of a rumor. He's confirmed this. Like he almost missed his audition to become Superman because he was playing Warhammer,
Yep.
and he was like. He was in the middle of a campaign and he didn't want to quit because do you know how hard it is to get everybody together as an adult age person to play Warhammer?
I mean, as hard as it is to get people together to play D&D,
Now
it
add
has
money.
to be harder to get people together to play Warhammer.
Yeah, because you gotta add money to it because that's a dedicated
It
fan
is
base.
a very expensive hobby,
Yeah,
and a lot of people that get into it, they end up only where they can just sit and paint miniatures because either they can't afford a whole army
or their friends
or
can.
their friend can't afford a whole army, or they don't even have friends that are into it, but they're into it.
You had a couple different friends that grew up that were of the nature that could have been those people that had enough to share, but we
Yeah.
don't have those kind of friends nowadays.
No.
We don't have the kind of friends that are having like I'll share my house with you occasionally and we can record a podcast.
Yeah.
But I can't share money with you so we can buy multi-$1,000 toy figurines to
Yeah.
play games with.
It's like, man, you can get them as sets, but just a set for a small army is a couple $100.
Yeah.
And that's unpainted raw plastic that you have to paint. And they just go up in price from there.
You've got your computator over there,
Yeah.
which is a nice little computator from what I can see over here. It looks like something that would make games go real fast.
It will.
Look at this. Look up this movie called Hellraiser Hellworld.
Oh yeah, that was literally one of my tabs.
That is, I had forgotten that he was even in this movie. Like, because younger Henry Cavill doesn't look as much like the Henry Cavill we know now because they fed him sandwiches.
That's true.
They fed him so many sandwiches. Like so many sandwiches and protein shakes that he just turned into a raging beefcake. And now he's a beefcake. And it's the best kind of beefcake because he's not like I'm going to flex all the time beefy beefcake. He's just a dude who is a bigger guy. Unlike Alan Richardson, who is in a constant state of flex.
God, that man is a massive guy.
And if he ever accidentally runs into a door because it's PULL push is his mentality, he's going to push that door open by God.
Yeah.
That's what my mom says all the time, like, because she's gotten up to age and she's in her 70s, so she'll run into doors that say pull because she doesn't read. And she'll say, oh shit, it's that PULL push sign.
So, just as a point of reference,
Yes.
the 15th most expensive mini it's a tank. It's a Space Marine tank for $420.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's one of the least of the most expensive.
Is it already painted?
No.
I
mean, the pictures are painted, but The most expensive.
I would not want to have to spend that much on a figurine if I had to paint it myself. It's like going to and mind you, I've had it before and I like it, but it's like the idea of the Korean steakhouse to where you got to go and cook your own food.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Now they've got these restaurants that have flat plates in front of you that aren't like the Korean barbecues that let you like cook your own eggs and breakfast meats
Yeah.
and all this other stuff. And it's a flat top that sits right in front of you at the table.
Hmm.
And I was watching Frito talk about it. You know, Frito, I've showed you a few of his videos before. He was talking about it. He's like, oh, yeah, I've been to that place before. It's called my damn house.
Yeah, that's true.
He says, hell of a lot cheaper there, too, I tell you.
The most expensive mini that you can buy commercially, without being like waitlisted or anything, is a Mars pattern Warlord Titan. Take a guess. Just take a guess.
I mean, I don't have any idea. I don't operate in these kind of numbers. I mean, I can tell you right now that to get my car up and operational, I had to spend $1,900 on a turbo and the maintenance to get it installed into my car. So if it's more than that, then it's money that I don't operate in, and I'm not financially recovered from it yet, dude. I went to I was going to eat Mexican food the other day, and then I said, "Hey, honey, we got some food in the freezer. We can cook some chicken tendies."
Yeah.
It was one of those situations. Tell me how much it would cost to get me one of these figurines.
$2,240.
Fuck!
Yeah.
That just makes me frustrated. I don't know why. It's not hurting me to know that it costs that much.
I know, but just the idea of that is like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Henry, I'm going to sing your praises actually throughout this entire episode. I'm not going to be saying anything negative about you because I can't think of a damn negative thing to say about you. You just seem charming, and like all the movies that I see you in, you just do a great job. And it's like if Ryan Reynolds had a little bit more class. And I don't mean to be speaking ill of Ryan Reynolds, but
I mean, we love Ryan.
But I'm just saying, like, he's a classier Ryan Reynolds. He's got some humor. I like old Henry. I was going to watch a movie of his today that came out in 2011. It's one of the first movies I remember seeing him in, called Immortals. Mm-hmm. And Immortals is basically just like kind of the story of the, how they have the deities and the demi-humans and everything. Yeah. Demigods, demi-human, all those ancient Greek things. But that's just a really good one. I liked it a whole lot.
Because isn't it like the progenitors of like all the superheroes that we know today? Isn't that who the Immortals are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's just like the idea of the superhero stories have a start somewhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of them take base in old mythology. And I like that he got a shot at doing that, and then he got to be Superman like really close after. That movie came out in 2011, and he got to be Superman. He beefed up to the size of Superman.
Yeah. I mean, he's been a beefy boy for...
But he was not in that movie. That movie came out in 2011, so post-production and everything going into it, he probably got through shooting it probably 2010. So from 2010, he was probably about 6 foot. He's about 6'2", 6'3", I think, is from what is depending on where you read it.
Right.
And he is in that movie. He was about 175 to 190 pounds, and in Superman, he was about 225.
Yeah, that is a big difference.
And it wasn't like he got chubbed. Like he was just he the scene where he was coming up out of the water. Like, I don't know if there's like a man moist, but just whatever. It is what it is. It happens.
I mean, there probably is.
Well, look at him. I'm never telling anyone. Something just happened.
It's called a broner.
It's a broner. Yeah. That's wonderful. He's done so many different roles. Like, he was in the movie with Alan Richardson called the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I didn't get a chance to watch that this week, but I planned on it. Isn't it like about the CIA or something?
It is I did a little, because I figured, I took a 50-50 gamble. I said, I can either not collect this information and Tiny will have watched the movie and he'll have it in his brain, or I can collect the information and Tiny hasn't seen the movie and I can tell him who it's based on. Guess what? I can tell you who it's based on.
It's kind of rattling around in my brain because I know I've heard of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes, they're based off
when
of...
you said it to me, I was like, I know that was a government institution, but I cannot think of which one it was.
It is based off of the SOE, the Special Operations Executive, and the Number 62 Commando. Um, it is founded in 1940 by Winston Churchill. He famously said they would set Europe ablaze. Covert operations, sabotage, subversion, espionage, assassination, training resistance groups in Nazi-occupied territories. So they were
Yeah.
training the people that were the rise up. You had the guy that Henry Cavill was playing, which is Gus March Phillips. He's a real British commando officer, and he was the founder of a small-scale raiding force, Number 62 Commando. He was indeed daring and led several key missions, including Operation Postmaster, which was the successful seizure of enemy ships in West Africa.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's dope. You need to watch it. It was.
I mean, it's definitely on my list of things to watch.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare was actually the nickname gave to the SOE because of their tactics that defied the rules of traditional combat, and they were very ungentlemanly in the eyes of conventional military ethics.
Yep.
Which
I think Churchill himself was the one that gave him the nickname.
Yeah, he was just he was like, okay, you don't think you might be able to do this, with you.
I mean, Churchill was a G. I don't care what anybody says.
He thought of he had to think outside the box.
Churchill was the European Teddy Roosevelt.
He really was. Teddy Roosevelt was like he's what most people thought America was supposed to America.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish that we still had that, almost like that same kind of thing happening to where everybody was looking at this dude and thinking I mean, fuck, I hate it. Teddy was my idol for a long time because I liked his bull moose mentality of stuff. Liked his exploration.
Well, I mean, the man got shot in the chest
and kept going.
Continued his speech.
Yeah, he kept on going.
Yeah, just like nothing happened.
Yeah, he didn't want to be interrupted.
Yeah.
He also would
men ain't made like that anymore.
He also would seek out people that were different than he was, and he was kind of obsessive over other cultures, because if it was something that he had never seen before, he would have to approach them and talk to them and find out their story.
Yeah.
And then after he wasn't a president anymore, he would go with the Rough Riders and do things and go explore these places. So that's the World War II and all those times back in those days, because that was pre-World War II with him. He was World War I area. Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you want a little bit of extra grapes, all you got to do is get onto the TikTok. There's some shorts on there highlighting some of our funnies that we've had along the way. I'm the only one on TikTok a lot of times, just doom scrolling and just carrying on, so that's why it's on my TikTok. So if you want to get on there, look up austin.shazam.phi on TikTok. You'll be able to find all the grape reels on there, as well as getting onto our Patreon for some extra squeeze. For $5 a month, you will have an extended episode that is uncut directly from record button to record button. No shenanigans are left out. If you get on the $10 tier of our Patreon, you get the uncut video as well, along with special videos and special segments that we do just for the $10 tier. Get on there, get all of our extra content, help support the podcast, and we would appreciate it greatly.
That's my peanut butter.
Have you ever been sitting in your car listening to us and you go, I wonder what these two chuckleheads look like while they're, laughing hysterically, or I just really want to see their reaction? Get on YouTube. You can see that there. The video releases every Friday. I mean, it's not uncut like, if you was on a Patreon, but you still get to see. And then if you scroll down to the description, you look there, there's a link that'll take you over to the Discord. We call that the Backyard Bonanza. You can talk to us directly. We're on there live, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised. Let's see, have you ever seen that movie Arsenic and Old Lace?
No.
As we're talking about Teddy Roosevelt?
No.
Okay. So, in the movie, it's an old movie, like Clark Gable style movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's literally the main character is Clark Gable. Anyway, his brother, the guy thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh boy!
Because the movie is based around the main character. He's a famous author who's famously a bachelor. Okay, so he finds a woman, falls in love, they're getting married, and he's taking her back to see his aunts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So his brother lives with his aunts who raised them. And, well, there are these two little old sweet ladies that rent out a room in the house to people. They find old men that have no family, no ties to nothing, is just an old guy, and they give him some wine with arsenic in it
Uh-huh.
because he's suffering and we want to make sure he doesn't suffer.
Okay.
And then so they do that with a poor Mr. Hoskins, and they put him in the window seat because the main character shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And so the brother thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt, and they're like, Teddy, we have another yellow fever victim. We got to dig another lock for Panama. So then he goes down in the basement in his little thing and he digs a lock for Panama, and then he lays the yellow fever victim in there. And every time he goes upstairs to his room or something, he yells charge and runs up, slams the door like he's charging the Black House. It is a funny roller coaster of a movie that if you manage to come across it, you should watch it.
That sounds crazy.
It is, but it's all like that with the transatlantic accent, like that time frame. There's more to it, but it's actually a fantastic movie.
The transatlantic accent when everybody was talking the same way back in those days.
Yep.
Yeah. Shane Gillis has a good comedy about that. You should watch. There's a little bit of Shane Gillis stand up talking about how white people used to talk that way, and then we lost our coolness.
Yeah, but it's the thing about the transatlantic accent. Nobody ever spoke that way.
That was only the way that they portrayed it in the movies. Nobody ever actually communicated that way in real life.
Yeah. Well, they originally did that because they started getting the talkies, and they didn't think that that the speech would come across to convey the emotions enough. So they're like, what if we all talk like this? That'll make everything extra dramatic and come across better. And I'm sorry, it was Cary Grant.
Okay. Old school actors.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just movies here that were considered career-defining roles for him.
I mean, definitely, like when he hit Superman,
Superman, boom. Absolutely. This was a breakout, like global superstardom.
Yeah, that's when everybody started hearing the name Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Was Man of Steel. Now, I'm going to say I probably need to rewatch that movie because my first viewing was one of the movies that was on TV.
Yes.
And so the bits that I tuned in and out of made zero sense.
It is a great Superman movie if you like the idea of your Superman being more of a reminder of the tone of the world that you live in, as opposed to setting a tone for the world as you would like it.
Yeah, because like I've seen him in Batman v Superman. I've only seen the Zack Snyder edition. Just keep that in mind, because I've heard the theater version garbage.
Oh, it was garbo. The Snyder version. It actually had plot.
Right, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought he did great in that.
There were no notes. If you watch the other one, the only thing that I was worried about was Martha.
Yeah.
How do you know that name?
Yeah, that was goofy.
It reminds me of my friend.
But you have to remember that every superhero movie has just a little bit of cheese.
It reminds me of my friend Kyle. He has a special little nephew. His name is Fred, and his name's actually not Fred, but that's what we call him because that's his special name he made up for himself. He's like, I want to be called Fred. You call me Fred. So that's what everybody called him Fred. Well, I said to Fred one day, Kyle said his favorite reaction he ever got from Fred was, how you know my name? Because if somebody knows Fred by Fred and his name is actually not Fred, it's like, how do you know that name? So so that reminds me of, hey Fred, how you doing? How you know my name? He said he's scared. He said, how you know my name?
Because I do.
Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
I liked The Witcher a lot. I mean, the first two seasons were the strongest ones. The third season, I am watching that over right now, and that is I think the weaker of the three seasons. But at the same time, that's when him and the writers were having their, like, the writers and the director and him, they were all having some bouts because he wanted to keep it more true to source material, and he wanted to keep it, closer to what the books are and closer to the things that they're pulling from. And they're like, hey, shut up, you're an actor.
Yeah, but he was also a super fan. Yeah, that's what's bullshit. Because you would think you would want somebody like him in that role that loves that character and loves everything about it, and so they're going to be excited to play that character and want to do the best job possible.
Yep.
Which means that's going to make your show slash movie exponentially better than what it ever could have been.
Yeah, I wonder.
Did you tell the man to shut the hell up and just do the talkie?
Let me ask this robot a question real quick. Oh no. I almost went into Chat GPT's voice mode where it talked to me. I did not want to I don't want to talk to Chat GPT. That's not what I wanted to do.
Whoever wants to actually just speak to ChatGPT?
Not me. That's not what I was signing up for, but I accidentally. Okay, anyway. I wonder why did Henry Cavill quit The Witcher officially? I bet they can find this out for me. And I hate doing it this way, but at the same time, this is almost like Ask Jeeves. Remember when Ask Jeeves first became a thing?
Oh, yeah.
That's what ChatGPT's became for
Well,
me.
that was initially how we would look up things on the internet that we didn't know anything about. Like, I'm sure that there's a website for this, so you'd ask Jeeves, hey, Jeeves, can you find me a thing that, I don't know, a website about this? And he's like, sure. I feel like he was an old Englishman.
There were a few contributing factors to why Henry Cavill quit The Witcher after season 3. The original deal for Netflix was for 3 seasons, and it was a common structure for deals. After it expired, both he and the studio decided not to renew. He wanted to shift focus back to his major film roles like Superman and upcoming projects such as Warhammer 40K. Creative differences, a passionate fan of Sapkowski's books and Witcher 3 games. Cavill often pushed for adaptations closer to source material, and he reportedly clashed with the writing team, some of whom allegedly weren't fans of the original works, leading to recurring disagreements. Tales of Cavill pressing for script changes, even rewriting dialogue, underscored his dedication to preserving the lore through through his actions, and not everybody saw eye to eye with that.
Right.
So, but he had the physical demands of the role also took a toll. He was having to undergo like grueling action processes, so that's got to take a toll after back to back demanding shots. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Set toxicity rumors and behavior issues were circulating around and everything too. So he was just kind of getting away from a bunch of stuff. It just sounded like it was becoming a negative thing.
Yeah, and that sucks because that was like his passion project, but when that Warhammer movie started to be considered a thing, he like spearheaded that project. Like that became his baby.
Because I've seen him
as much as he liked The Witcher, he loved Warhammer so much more.
Because I've seen him in Superman, I've seen him as Geralt. I've not seen him as August Walker in Mission Impossible Fallout. I've not watched the Mission Impossible movies.
Isn't that like Mission Impossible number 47?
It's one of this 46, 47, something like that. I can't remember. It's just whichever one.
It's before the cars and family get there.
Is it before or after the church wasn't allowed to have people on the sidewalk anymore?
I think after.
Okay, because again, then he was also Sherlock Holmes in Enola Holmes 1 and 2. So it was 2020 and 2022.
What is Enola Holmes?
It is Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things, that plays 11.
No, that means nothing to me.
Well, she's an actress. She was also in a movie on Netflix called Damsel, which she's really good in. She's like a damsel in distress, but she has to become her own hero, and she's a badass, and it's awesome. Well, she's an actress anyway. But she's Sherlock Holmes' little sister Enola, so she kind of takes up the mantle of the.
So it's a female Sherlock Holmes that nobody asked for.
Yes, and he's along with it.
Okay.
So then there's his upcoming movies, though. His upcoming movies, In the Gray. It's a thriller by Guy Ritchie. It's got him and Jake Gyllenhaal. It's like an extraction kind of military thing. Yeah. That one's coming out. I'm not too into those kind of films most of the time unless they're on something streamy. just because I'm not too big on watching military movies. I used to be big into spy flicks and
Now, the military movies, if it's like old military movies, like
like an epic,
yeah,
an
like a
epic
World
tale.
War II epic or something like that, yeah, I'm into it. Especially if it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't call myself a history buff, but I'm a fan of historical things. I'm a fan of knowing those facts.
The live action Voltron movie. He's going to be starring alongside Daniel Quintoy, Sterling K. Brown, Rita Ora, and more. The filming took place in late 2024 into May 2025 by Amazon and MGM. It's most likely going to be released in 2026. So that'll be different. That'll be like a big budget Power Rangers. That's all Voltron is. It's just like Power Rangers if it was a space force.
Right.
It's not Super Sentai with like I don't know.
It's like Power Rangers SPD or SP?
SPD, yeah, Space Patrol Delta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're space cops.
You've got one it's not been announced. It's a World War II drama. It's starring Tom Cruise and Marion Cotillard. I don't know that name.
Cot wobbles.
Cotillard.
Cot wobbles.
I'm not. That's not. There's no W anywhere. No wobbles to this name. I feel.
I don't know.
I don't know how to
Just
say
thought
that name. It's that's coming out. The Rosie Project's coming out. It's a romantic comedy based off a best-selling novel starring him.
Pass.
He's a professor navigating love through an unconventional questionnaire. Highlander.
I'm interested in watching Highlander.
He's going to be Connor McLeod in the reboot, and it turns out that his trainer, the person that introduces him to the fact that immortals exist and talks.
Duncan?
No, that's his cousin, Duncan McLeod.
Oh.
Connor McLeod and Duncan McLeod from the Clown
It's
McLeod.
been a while.
Duncan McLeod and Connor McLeod from the Clown McLeod.
I mean, I was like 6 and 7 when I was hardcore into Highlander.
But Russell Crowe is going to be playing the character that Sean Connery's character played in the original Highlander movie. Do you feel that, McLeod? It's the quickening.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Yes. I'm excited for it. He's got a TV series in development with God, I can't remember what it is. I think it might be Amazon. Can't 100% remember, but I think it's he's got the Warhammer 40K TV series in development with Amazon. So I think that he is going to have a little bit of like directional capability and producer capability with that, so he can make sure it stays true to form. I don't like the fact that what was done to him and done to fans with him as an exit from Superman. Because yes, I would like to see that
He's
new.
not Superman anymore?
No, he's not Superman anymore.
Well, who's in the new one?
His name is David Cornsweet. He's a completely
I
different.
didn't realize we changed Supermans.
Yes, because the Zack Snyder Superman and Zack Snyder universe, all that, it's done.
Well, I knew that was. Oh,
That's all over with.
this isn't the same universe?
No, it's a complete reboot of the entire universe. So now it's the James Gunn DC universe.
Okay, I remember us talking about that now.
So from this point forward, starting from July
I
10th,
don't know why that we'd have to get a new Superman for that.
well, it's just the fact that this Superman is so heavily related to the tone and the theme of the Zack Snyder verse that it would not fit the tone and the theme of the way he's got it set for his universe. So,
Well, yeah, and most people are stupid and wouldn't realize that it's a different universe.
maybe. But just
I
colors.
mean, I don't mean stupid. Ignorant is a
Yeah.
better word. Like for the casual, just movie watcher,
Yeah.
most of them are not going to realize that. They're going to be like, huh,
Yeah.
Superman's doing like, I don't know why he's doing that. That's weird.
Yeah. I just, the suit looks completely different. The tone of the way that the movie is actually shot looks completely different. It almost looks like the entirety of the Snyderverse was taken through a filter of like a blue sepia kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's real moody and
Well,
broody.
I mean,
The Batman
that's
stuff
Zack
works.
Snyder.
The Batman stuff works
I
extra
will
well for
say-
that, though.
That was one of the coolest Superman suits that I've ever seen, though.
His Superman suit was dope. This Superman suit looks more like it is made here on Earth, more specifically made in the USA. It
Does
is.
it have it in like a tag?
Well, it's not. It just looks. It looks like something that could have been made around here because Superman's original suit was actually made for him by his mother. So
That's true.
So it's one of those things like his suit could very well just have an alien inspiration and earthly origin. So I think that that's really cool. People are bitching about it already from seeing him like in like off-camera shoots and stuff, to where it's not in the movie. Like the suit's too baggy, it looks like shit, man. And then like people just want to hate on stuff before it comes out. I want to give
I mean,
I want to give it the benefit of the
hopefully
doubt.
it's explained in there.
But Henry Cavill,
It don't. Okay, I just pulled up a picture. It don't look too baggy. It's not that typical like uber skin tight thing that you
Cavill's was
typically
like an
see.
extra muscle skin,
Yeah,
but
yeah, this one's not so much. This is more like normal average dude.
I just
Which really, that's what Superman was supposed to be. He wasn't really supposed to be like all jacked to shit.
I I know that Henry Cavill will never hear this, but I will put it out here in the internet just in case one of these days he does hear it. I think one of the saddest things that I've ever seen happen to a character is the fact that the last bit I ever got to see of you as Superman was saying, "Black Adam, we need to talk." And we got nothing after that. It was a strong arm kind of deal. I know how it went down. I've read too much into it. I just want to say that you did a great job as Superman, and you were my Superman for a long time. I'm going to give Corn Sweat the benefit of the doubt and try it out, and hopefully this universe takes off. But you still got it, bro. You still it. So no worries. I'm not going to cry. I told myself I wasn't going to cry during that, but I was going to tell him how I felt. I just had to. I mean,
Wow.
how else am I ever going to tell Henry Cavill how we feel about him if I can't just tell him like this? Because
Did you ever see that little French bulldog on TikTok that loves Henry Cavill?
no, but I agree with him.
Well, like they ended up her mom ended up having like a whole Henry Cavill shrine from all the different like movies and like there's a Witcher one, there's all this stuff, and so her TikTok become like showing her Frenchie different pictures of Henry Cavill, and at first she's noticed that the dog was looking at Henry Cavill and like from The Witcher, and she was like maybe it's just something to do with that. So then showed her Superman, still just like in it to win it.
That's Henry.
Yeah, like this dog will sit there and watch every movie and everything
As long as
Henry's on screen.
Yeah.
Except for one where he had like some kind of mask over his face, but she couldn't tell that that was her man.
Yep.
Well, eventually, she at one point took a picture, found a picture of Henry Cavill with his dog and showed it to her. That poor puppy was just so upset. Like, who the fuck is that?
Why is he touching a dog? That's
Yeah.
what is he with? That's
But
dangerous.
the greatest thing, they got invited to the Witcher last season premiere. So they got flown down there, and she got Rory. Rory actually got to meet Henry Cavill, and was just like,
You're here.
yeah, like I've never cried so hard watching a dog meet somebody that this dog had never met.
And the dog had seen, and the dog saw and recognized.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
incredible.
And Rory got to actually go over. Rory didn't let him pet her, but it was great.
Well, hey Henry, if you ever feel like flying anybody out to a premiere somewhere, you got a couple fans right here. I mean, we sing your praises.
I mean, we'll let you pet our heads if you're into that.
Yeah, he's got a smooth one.
Yeah.
I've got a fluffy one.
Not in a
over here.
weird way.
He's smooth. I'm fluffy. It is
Yeah.
what it is. You can touch my beard. I ain't gonna say no
If he
words
touches
about
both
it.
simultaneously, it'll be somewhere in the middle.
And not to be creepy about it, you can actually probably understand us pretty well, a lot better than most other English dialects, because the closest thing related to the British dialect is the Southern dialect. If you just add a little bit of British charm to the way we got our Southern slang,
And you know what?
you end up with that soft British accent.
Exactly. Might even take you to some of the finest cuisine that the South has to offer.
It's called barbecue.
I was gonna say Waffle House at 2:38 in the morning.
No, we got to take him to get some barbecue.
That too, but that 2-3 a.m. Waffle House, it hits different.
It does.
There's nothing like it.
Well, before we get 2 or 3 a.m. up in this joint and have to go to the Waffle House, I think it's about time to end this episode. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming in here and letting us talk to you a little bit about our boy Henry Cavill. He's
You almost said Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I did. I switched it in my head. I don't even have dyslexia. It's crazy. It happened. You all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. This has been the great unboxing of 2025.
Yep,
And you were here for it.
he was.
So if Henry Cavill walked in the room holding 2 grapes, Tiny, what would you do?
I'd probably like walk over to him and like sniff his hand, but then turn around real fast and walk away.
Me personally, I would scream, "How the fuck did you find us?"
So